G'day everyone, and thanks for joining me here for yet another episode. Today we're going to be looking at Yowie calls. I've amassed a collection of what I want to call anomalous calls. I believe these could be Yowie calls. Of course, I don't know to be sure. There is a theme running through them all in that they could all very easily be from the same kind of family of sounds. They're quite similar, and I absolutely think these are worth showing to you guys and getting your thoughts on them. If I had to put money on it, I would say that's a 50-50. In that I don't know what animal's making these calls, but they are consistent in their delivery. And I genuinely feel that these could be the Yowie calls. So sit back, relax, grab a drink and enjoy. This is Paranormal and Cryptid Adventures. Now, by the way, sorry for looking all formal for this one today. I'm just come back from work, so I'm filming this before I head home. So hence the fancy shirt and all that. I wanted to dress up for you. Anyway, the first one, this sound is one that some of my viewers actually picked out. It was filmed during a scene where I was fiddling with my backpack and putting it into the tree, hanging it up in the tree. And in the background, you can hear what kind of sounds like a woo. But it kind of feels like it's harmonized. Like if you listen closely, there's layers to it. There's no other way to describe it than to just have a listen, and you're listening in the background. It's not a foreground noise. It's kind of a high-pitched wooing that kind of sounds like it's harmonizing with itself in the background. So check it out. You see what I mean? You can hear the whoo kind of in the background, and it sounds layered. It's really weird. I don't know what to make of it. On to the next one. So the third one that we have here is probably the only evidence that I've recorded of a grunt or a bark or a cough, as these things sometimes do. What you'll hear is an initial kind of whoo, kind of woo, hoots kind of noise, and then you'll hear what really sounds like a growl or a barking cough. Now, cards on the table, there is wild dogs in the area. So there's a chance this was a wild dog that I didn't see or hear. So we've got to lay that one out to be fair dinkum about it. But I don't know. So in the effort of presenting things that I don't know, and let's get some feedback and see what you guys think, I'll play this one for you. So it's kind of two noises. It's kind of a hooting kind of noise and then a rough, barking, growly vocal. So have a listen. See what I mean? It's interesting, right? But it's this next one that's the one that I'm really happy that I've got. If you guys can remember a while ago, I believe it has the thumbnail of the woods at night, and I think the writing on the thumbnail is I could hear them. But it was the famous night where for 2 or 3 hours I heard what I assumed and deducted to be possibly Yowies communicating each other at a distance. So there was a close call, and then there was a far call, and they would kind of make yahooey, kind of wooing, kind of weird noises that just made no sense. I tried to record them, and there was audio mistakes made by me that night, and unfortunately I got none of them, even though it was 2 or 3 hours of solid calls non-stop. I still don't know what I heard that night, but I believe that if I've ever heard Yowies, that night was the night I heard them. And I got no audio. Well, it's funny, because the two no audio events in this channel have kind of synced up here. You guys know that recently I went out on a trip to the creek, and a creek of importance, of note, that I wanted to head down for a while, and filmed, I think it was 8 or 9 videos, and the sound cable I had was faulty, even though it was a replacement for a faulty sound cable, and I got no audio. And I lost 8 videos, and we all know that killed me, that broke my heart. However, I did have my audio recorder recording in the background for a big chunk of that night. And I went through every second of it, and a lot of it you can hear me playing music and listening to podcasts, and it's all useless stuff. But right at the very end of when the battery dies and it cuts off, I recorded a really good Yowie call, or at least what I think was a Yowie call. again, these are all speculative claims, and I don't know for sure these are Yowie calls, but let's give you the context of this call before I play it for you. So I had just finished doing the clapsticks. Okay, so we know that one of my experimental techniques that I use is that I play Indigenous music, and I use authentic Indigenous Australian clapsticks, and the theory being that that is a sound that Yowies have been hearing for hundreds of thousands of years, and it may draw their curiosity in. So I just finished doing my little clapstick sesh, and I was sitting there in the woods just not doing much at all. And I started hearing footsteps, which unfortunately the camera didn't pick up. And so I listened in closely, and then I heard some stick breaks, some tree breaks. My initial thought was there was a possum, because I also heard something wading through the water, and it sounded about the size that a possum would be. I don't know if possums like to swim through water. It could have been something else. And so my attention was piqued. My curiosity was piqued. And I didn't know the sound recorder was still recording at this time. So this is like a little gift from that whole little trip that went wrong. And unfortunately, none of these sounds were picked up by the audio recorder, and I was quite disappointed. But I wasn't disappointed for long, because I heard the same calls I heard that night months ago, where I could hear these things communicating for hours to each other. I heard and recorded the calls. Now it's right at the end of my filming. You may even hear my camera, the one that I'm holding right now, turn on in the background, because I heard them and I wanted to record it. So what you're going to hear, initially, very faint in the foreground, you will hear the whooping and yahooing sort of sounds of the Yowie. Then you will hear a much louder, a much more obvious response. And when I heard this at home, I got really excited, because these are pretty clear, and if you've got headsets on, they're very clear, very clear. So have a listen, I'll loop it a couple of times, see what you think. See what I mean? There's something there. I don't know what it was. I'm not pretending to claim what it was, but I'm saying that there is a chance that that's Yowies communicating to each other. Again, there was one further away and one closer. You can hear the clear sound difference there. They're communicating back and forth. I didn't get any more communication after this. It just this little burst, and that was it. But I feel so validated, because I finally have recorded those sounds that I heard that night and couldn't get a recording of. So we have some interesting sounds here. And this is the beauty of having this technology out with us. If I didn't have the audio recorder, I wouldn't have got these. So tell me what you think. Did I record a Yowie? What have I recorded? Anyway, that's the video. That's my up-to-date Yowie call library, inventory as you will. I think they're quite interesting sounds. I don't know what I've got, but if I keep getting these and they keep being anomalous, then we start building a case that what I'm recording could possibly be Yowie calls. So how about it? Tell me what you think. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support as always, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.